Oh, what is this?
It's a pilot. It's Assassin's Creed.
That's leaves.
It's the signature.
It's leaves. That is doable, actually.
That is 100% doable.
In real life,
yeah.
Yeah, people have done Lache. Like
if you took like the best rock climber in the world and the best parkour athlete in the world and you combine them into one person, they could maybe do a decent amount of this stuff.
I agree with you.
My name is Omar Zaki, super excited to be back here again. Today we are reacting to the new game Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Gonna check out their parkour scenes and we're gonna see what we think about it.
And I'm Sara Mudallal, or if you guys speak Arabic, Sara Mudallal. I'm here, I'm excited, let's do it, man. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Look at this.
Okay, so this is the new
Wow.
Assassin's Creed
okay.
game.
Already.
Starting with the pile of leaves.
I mean, see, I don't think a pile of hay would work. I think you'd completely fall through and just break your back. Okay.
Really? I thought they're more dense, like, and you would like, you would break your back.
Did you see? He just did like a barrel roll instead of like a parkour roll
I
when he
missed
landed
it,
on the
no.
ground. Okay,
Look how
that
much
was hard.
clothes this guy is wearing. That is
Look
not.
at that. That's like a barrel roll.
That was an ugly
Yeah.
barrel roll,
Yeah.
but it was character driven.
You know what's cool about like when we land in parkour is that like we want the ground to absorb our impact. So using that barrel roll really like you spread the impact across the floor so they can absorb it so you can have minimal impact.
I can't get over how much clothes this guy's wearing. He would get so. He's wearing armor like.
You're right.
You'd have
this
to be
guy's super
so strong. Every time you move a limb, it'd be like the armor would be clinking and then again the barrel
You know what?
roll.
I understand why he's doing the barrel roll now.
Because he's so heavy.
He's running a lot slow.
He's running. He's really slow. I
Yeah.
did notice that. Yeah. Maybe it's just a character, like
his-
not pushing the joystick all the way. Oh, look at that
serious.
beard. He's got some man
Love
beard.
that. Oh, okay, sir.
Sounds cool.
Okay.
Okay, you know, casual.
I love like the blur that happens like when you're just doing the action.
I feel like the Assassin's Creed franchise was the first video game to really like catapult parkour into the spotlight.
I agree with
in
you.
terms of like being very, very well done. I remember like there were so many parkour videos that came out of people cosplaying.
Ooh.
But yeah, so this is really cool that the franchise is still going and is still really utilizing parkour very heavily in their
I agree
games.
with you 100%. He's wearing gloves though.
Okay, anti-splinter gloves. Very, very clever. Did you test that tree branch ahead of time?
Nope.
You're wearing a lot of armor, that tree branch.
He is ready for it. Okay. Yeah. Like he doesn't even think twice. Like I'm just gonna go.
See, I would say that if you
shade of pre.
I would say if you were gonna run on a tightrope like that, like you would still go with your arms out because that's gonna help you balance more. If you narrow your body, you have less balance just because you're bringing in your balance points, which are your limbs. But this probably wouldn't look so cool.
No, exactly. He just walks like this, like you can do it. You
like
know
a
what I'm
ninja,
saying?
just keeps his arms
But yeah,
tight.
to expand your center balance.
Nice precision landing.
Look at that. Okay.
Although I think the
I
wizard
like the dust that's happening when he's landing. It's
very
like,
accurate.
what is it grabbing onto? What is that?
He's at the,
Look
not
at
he's not at
that.
CO. These characters, yeah, they can find the
my God.
smallest like cracks.
Sir.
Superior rock climber.
Sir. What is this grip strength?
Dino, like mad dinos, like 10 feet up to the next thing above them.
What are we doing?
They better
What
not
are we
jump on
doing?
another little pile of leaves.
Okay. His half of his foot was like off the edge. Okay, and on a tightrope. And
Yeah.
okay. See, I want that precisionness when you're like landing straight up on a tightrope.
On the rope.
Yeah, and
straight
then just
rope.
keep going,
Yeah.
like not even thinking twice about it. Have you done tree core before?
A little bit. I have done some stuff, but yeah, you gotta find some really, really good trees. That's
Look
okay.
at that. That is doable, actually.
That is 100% doable.
In real life, people have done Lache, like.
Yeah, Lache chains.
But keeping that momentum is so important. Like I know a good spot where people do it at the beach.
Yeah. Lache is just gonna be anytime you swing from something like a bar or a tree branch to something else like another bar. And then you chain them together and you got a Lache chain. That was really sweet. Yeah, that's a sick muscle up, especially to be able to do that without your feet at all, just free hanging.
At a corner of a house
with a slanted down house.
With heavy clothes.
Yes.
Let's not forget his.
And metal gloves.
You know what though? Why isn't his cape catching on to anything?
That is a great question. Yes, that is a great question. His cape would be catching on absolutely every tree branch, like every stick. Yeah, you are so right.
Yeah.
As they said in Incredibles.
No capes.
See, that was interesting that he did a one-footed landing there rather than a two. Like, he didn't do a precision jump. He strode and then landed on one foot. Usually you wouldn't do that. If you're gonna come to a stop on an object, you would land both feet at the same time. So you could use both of your legs to absorb the landing and stop yourself.
Yes.
You wanna land on one leg if you wanna keep going usually. So that was interesting.
Like if you hear the sounds of also like of the gameplay, it's just so beautifully accurate. Like
Yeah.
running through the leaves like that. Oh, look at that bird of the shadow, like so detailed.
Yeah, or what some people underestimate is like how cool parkour sounds. Like just in nature, people grabbing things, you hear the gravel, you
Yeah.
hear fabric on things.
It's so freeing because you are just moving freely and you're just one with nature, one with yourself kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like once you find like that style that you have, you're just like everything is possible for you.
See, I feel like all this stuff, because this takes place in the 800s, so that's over 1,000 years ago. Like structures were probably
Unstable?
not great at all. But also they did use a lot more stone.
Exactly. So
And-
that's what I was thinking. Like they might have gotten lazy.
Oh, that was okay. That was a
what was
mad
that?
leap. Mad. He like dove with his hands. That was really sweet.
Yeah, because usually when people catch something, the momentum just keeps going.
Yeah.
But he just had like all that core power to like just stop and then like muscle up right after.
I do think it's funny that he is still super agile when he's climbing things and swinging, but then he lands and does this like turtle like barrel roll thing on the ground.
You know what the funny thing is too? That because he's running so slow, but then like somehow he generates enough power. Except that was
Okay, with all of that clothes on, the cape disappeared. The cape glitched for a second.
Oh really? Oh, I missed
I saw it.
please.
Oh, is it going back in the water? See, he's already hot. Too
Oh,
many layers.
Oh, see?
Okay, all
see,
right.
generating enough power.
But
with
landing on the one leg to keep the energy moving.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, all right. It could have been fixed.
This is honestly probably what I would have done in the 800s as well. Spend time on the internet, just go around climbing.
Honestly, yeah, there's nothing else to do.
Except for try to not die of disease immediately.
Do you see that? He muscled up and then just like had one hand and just like used his other hand to finish his
Just
muscle
chilling.
up.
This architecture is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful.
Look at that white hay. Yeah, it was white.
Snow?
It was hay covered in snow.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, please do.
See, again, we're getting into
Oh,
weather
what
terror.
is this?
It's
What
a
is
pirate.
this?
It's
Ah!
Assassin's Creed. It's
That's leaves, it's not
It's
even-
the signature.
It's leaves.
Okay, would you rather do leaves or hay? Take your pick.
Hay.
Hay?
I don't do hay.
Okay, we should do like an experiment on this and see what would be better, leaves or hay.
I'll pass.
That looks doable. That wall looked like it might have been slightly slanted to kind of assist with
And
climbing.
it also has enough stone sticking out
That you
know?
could get a good grip,
I've
yeah.
seen plenty of those. That's actually pretty realistic. Oh, that
and
slide.
the snow is on his boots, or maybe it's permanently there. More rope.
Oh, that's some. Oh, he was
I think
slipping.
I saw some.
He
like-
was slipping.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
That's accurate, 100%.
Oh, actually, the white is gone from his shoes. It was
Cool.
snow.
That is cool.
That's cool. I like that. Oh, the detail is so good.
Yeah,
They
like
thought of
the
everything.
animators are like, yes, someone noticed. Our work wasn't pointless. Yeah, that didn't look, that was
The
absolutely
dino was-
doable.
yeah, the dino's
Nothing's
good.
crazy, superhuman there.
I love how he just gets that like stick out of nowhere and
Yeah.
like just puts it somewhere after that.
Finds a good stick in his pocket. It's like, oh, yes,
I mean, he
this will
must
be
have
good for...
something in his like large amount of clothing that he has. You know those like jackets where you have like a bunch of pockets?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely probably that kind of outfit.
I really do think it's interesting how mobile he is once he's moving, but he does land on the ground and you see this heavy, heavy impact and even puts his hands on the ground and kind of crawls a little to kind of
Yeah.
catch himself, which again makes sense for how heavy this guy is. And it does seem that he just can't start moving super quickly immediately. It looks like he kind of has to build up speed, or maybe I'm just reading this wrong, but
No,
he's not running very fast.
No, he's not. He's not.
That didn't sound good. That
Not
sounded
at
like...
all. What is that? He would have broken the barrel.
Very
That's not
nice.
even deep.
People, do you see the high dive people that go in like
But
4 feet of water? I
The
don't know.
accuracy into water, yes.
That's a beautiful shield. I love the design on the back.
Where'd he get that shield from?
I know,
didn't
right?
See that shield? Where's the cape?
Cape's gone.
Cape's gone.
Oh,
Different
yeah,
dude.
that's like a little 3-pointed flower. I don't know.
Wow. Here we go.
Okay, that's why he's maybe doing that weird roll. It's because he's got a
Sir.
big fat shield on his back.
You can't. You'd break every bone in your body.
But I don't know, if you plop down onto that shield, maybe, I don't know, maybe the shield absorbs some of
You just
the
fall and
impact.
just like twist. Just
Okay,
land on
don't
your
just
shield.
land on your back. This is sweet, and
He's
this is,
literally, he keeps going.
that would actually be really fun.
Oh, but what if the snow was very fluffy?
Depends on the snow,
Yeah.
the quality of the snow. Is it heavy, thick snow that's gonna catch you, or is it ice, rock hard snow?
Look at that. Ooh, sliding like that. I love that.
This guy's like a Viking warrior,
but
just
look-
spends his free time like doing slides
See-
in a field of snow. This is a cool spot. All right,
like
okay,
a
you gotta
canyon.
test these things ahead of time. You can't just put all of your weight on these super sketchy branches and rocks, like you would die in a heartbeat.
You know, I had a friend who was rock climbing, and he was climbing a boulder, and he didn't test it, of course, and he grabbed part of a boulder and it just collapsed.
Yep.
He luckily had his other hand on the part of the boulder, but yeah, you gotta test this stuff before you even go for it.
Yeah, pretty much 100% of the parkour videos you see online have been worked out ahead of time, everything has been made sure to make that it's safe and secure, and then they work up the line. No
100%.
one just does it unless they're running
100%.
for their life. So if you're gonna do parkour, please check your surroundings,
100%.
always.
Even like if you're doing into water, if you're testing anything, like
Anything.
like
Yeah.
you test how deep the water is, if the bale is into water, for example, everything is tested.
Because it doesn't matter how good you are if you slip on something, if something falls over, if it breaks while you're standing on it, doesn't matter how
Because
good you are.
accidents do happen.
Yeah.
Like you can't just stand on that.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you going? Did you even know hay was over there?
That was kind of bad. You could see the bounce.
That one had enough hay.
Yeah. I like these just massive amounts of spider webs.
Oh,
It's
see,
just-
look at that.
That was a good safety ball. Little slide ball.
okay, sir.
Slide ball or just a slide?
Slide.
Slide ball.
Slide ball, yeah. Oh, I thought he was
Cool,
gonna stride
cool,
onto that,
cool.
but that was accurate.
That's actually really tough to like kind of grab onto a pillar and then have your hands on it and
Yeah.
still be able to get your feet on top of it without stepping on your own fingers.
Do you rock climb?
Yeah, not as much as you do, but yeah.
Yeah, because usually like topping out.
I like this little glowy thing in his shield. That's actually really cool.
Isn't this supposed to be year the 800?
Maybe
like,
it's
I don't know.
a stone,
Tesseract?
like it's sunlight. He just opened it up and then caught the sunlight and then he closed it.
This technology that we haven't touched.
Yeah.
Usually, because like we always wonder how the pyramids were built or Stonehenge. You know what I'm saying?
This guy
Like,
knows.
This guy knows.
This guy knows what's up. Upward stride, nice. More spider webs.
Yes, sir. Okay, but see, like he also
I
his
think he's running
vision
in
must
circles.
be excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, Lache to a
Oh!
downward Lache. That'd be a
Wow.
That'd be a really heavy. I thought he was gonna precision to it on his feet, but he caught it
Same.
with his arms.
And he kept swinging.
Yeah.
Like it's not like it's just you gotta catch your whole body, but you
Yeah.
just.
So what's cool about the Assassin's Creed
Oh.
games is that they don't try to portray them as superhuman, that they have super ability. They are trained. And like, yeah, it's also a video game, so some of the things are
I
ridiculous.
mean, the high stuff, yeah, but
But
like,
if you took like the best rock climber in the world and the best parkour athlete in the world and you combine them into one person, they could maybe do a decent amount of this stuff.
I agree with you. I agree with you. But even like the smallest dinos, the smallest crimps of
To
like.
get your fingers on.
Yeah. That's like a huge rock climbing asset to have.
Yeah.
Oh, the run up. Okay,
Doable.
that's realistic. Yeah,
Doable.
very doable.
Yeah, you'd have to maybe take your time a little bit more and kind of scout things out, usually.
Usually with these guys, they scattered the whole world out.
Yeah, yeah. They know exactly where they can put their hands. She's got a mental database of the entire world.
No, literally.
This rock's good, this rock's
Oof.
not good.
Oof. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
This is like some Alex Honnold stuff, the rock climber.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Free
he's-
solo
yeah, you
times
watched
2.
that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
My hands are
Nice,
sweating.
wicked muscle up, wicked muscle up. I want to know how heavy this, like how much weight does this guy have on? It's got to be at least like
I'm gonna
20
say,
to
yeah,
30
I was-
pounds of
I
fabric.
was gonna say that, yeah. With the beard though, also.
With the beard.
It kind of adds extra weight.
5 more pounds of beard hair. That looks like a fall point.
Here we go. Oh, or a nice view.
That is a nice view. Let's take a
See?
break. Let's take a break from the jumping. Just enjoy.
See, I told you he scouted the world before.
I wonder what kind of drone they used for that shot.
It's funny how the hay is just there at the right moment. You know what I'm saying?
See, yeah, they're so perfectly placed.
It's like that's what I'm saying. They scouted.
I really wish one time he would like jump, and then after he jumped,
Oh.
like someone would kind of just like move the hay bale, like, oh, I gotta go do this thing, and then a person just lands right where the hay bale was. Why'd you move the hay bale? Or in Emperor's New Groove when the cat's falling, and then the guy's like, for the last time, I did not order a giant trampoline.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then the
yeah,
cat
yeah,
hits
yeah,
the
yeah.
trampoline and bounces back up. This is cool, climbing statues, like stone statues. I would love to do stuff like this, but you don't want to damage the art or get arrested
True.
for destruction of
Very
property or
true.
vandalism.
Because Italy has a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And Wow. I remember when I went to Italy when I was a kid, I wish I knew about parkour that back then. I would have appreciated architecture.
That's why parkour gyms are cool, because they're starting to incorporate like non-normal objects into their gyms, like weird things that you see around that you would want to climb on outside, but you can't.
I think the most beautiful place, I haven't been there, but I've seen a lot of videos of it, Santorini.
It's incredible.
Oh.
It is a parkour paradise.
Yeah.
All of the roofs in Santorini are close that you can run across the whole city on the roofs.
Yeah.
And what's even more important is the people there don't care. They don't care.
They hosted a parkour competition in Santorini.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that in
people's
one of the
houses.
last videos. And
Oh,
I
yeah?
told you guys that like they brought me food. They brought me lunch on top of one of the roofs in Santorini, Greece, when I was training with a group.
I was gonna say like they saw you must have been tired while training. They just offered you food, so you kept training after that.
It was incredible. But yeah, the roofs are all so close together, and the architecture is really solid. What I wish were more accurate about that was if you went in feet first. Like, you do not go in hands first when you do a high dive like that. You always go in feet first. Any cliff divers always go in feet first. Because if you go in hands first, your hands are gonna get blown away by the water. You're gonna get a concussion. You're gonna pass out, and then you'll drown.
I didn't know that. I thought like just diving, like if you knew how to dive, then like.
Maybe up to 5 meters, people go in hands first. Maybe even 10 meters. In like diving competitions, I'm losing that. But anything above 10 meters, I don't think anyone goes in hands first when they dive. It's all feet first. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought if you're just professional, like you just do it whichever is more comfortable. I mean, I suck at diving. I think my first dive was a straight up belly flop. I have it on camera.
And now you're a parkour athlete. Look at that. The technique is perfect. Yeah, what it comes down to is like the environment of like, yeah, you're jumping on wood and trees, like that stuff you would never do without testing it ahead of time.
100%, especially when you're in caves.
Yes,
I mean,
caves.
your vision has to be solid.
Yeah, you take one step on some old wood, it's gonna shatter. You're gonna go down. Test your surfaces, kids.
Always.
And adults.
In parkour or in general.
Yeah, and we would not recommend doing parkour with a shield on your back.
No.
Other than that, that was a super great game, Assassin's Creed. You've done it again. I don't think that costume would restrict him at all. In fact, it's quite beneficial. Thanks for checking this out. Thanks so much for checking this out with us, guys. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more reactions like these, check out the Gamology Facebook and YouTube channel.
See you next time.